So if you're heavily thinking about joining a branch in the military, this is your time to actually start doing it now. This is really for those people that really want to get in and start the whole process with this new career in life, because the whole process takes a pretty damn long time. Especially for those going Air Force, which is the branch I highly recommend joining because you get the best quality of life, and why wouldn't you want that? But let me just break it down for you real quick, because my timeline was a little bit different and I initially chose the Coast Guard actually. Me and my family were talking about it for a few months before I eventually went to the recruiter, but I initially went to a Coast Guard recruiter. And this was right around June of 2024 when I actually met with my recruiter and got that whole process started and got like an actual official date to go to MEPS. I then officially went to MEPS a month later in July of 2024 and went through that whole medical bullcrap process and took my ASVAB and whatnot and did all that. Thing is I have astigmatism in both my eyes, and on top of that, I don't really have the best vision at all. So literally after I went to MEPS in July, I waited all of the rest of July, all of August, all of September, all of October, did not even hear anything back really. All I heard was constant back and forth with my recruiter from the Coast Guard saying that they needed to send out a waiver for my eyes, and it still could have been months long for this whole process. So when I talked to my aunt, who was a pretty high rank in the Army before she retired, and she highly recommended going Air Force compared to Army because the better quality of life, the education benefits, all that is just better in the Air Force. That's when we gave up the Air Force recruiter a call, which was way closer anyway to go to, literally like 30 minutes away. And then comes December 17th, I remember it, of 2024, and I meet with my Air Force recruiter for the first time. Literally says my vision is not going to be a problem whatsoever, and this should be actually a quick process for me to get in. Process was already a whole lot easier because I already went to MEPS, but I did have to go back there at the end of January just to have like some eye checkups and more stuff like that, of course. And then comes February 2025, where I officially find out what job I got and when I'm shipping out for BMT. Yeah, even though I found out my job, which I'm very blessed, I got the job I wanted to, which was not my number one choice actually, I did still have 3 months of just waiting around and trying to figure out what to do. Honestly, just goes to show you how long of a process it can actually take just for you to actually ship off to BMT or boot camp, whatever you want to call it. Now that is from June of 2024 to May of 2025, almost an entire year of just going through that whole annoying process. Thinking about joining and actually want to start this whole process, do it sooner rather than later, because you can still back out of it if this isn't what you want to do because you don't sign the contract till the day you leave for boot camp. There'll be a whole lot of waiting around, and it's going to feel kind of annoying just being stagnant and not really progressing with your career or leaving or anything like that. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.